Hi everyone. It's time again for Barry's Reads and Recommends. Haven't done that in a little bit and thought I would also give you a nice view of our chess set fish aquarium there behind me. I think it won a contest actually. So here we go. Very quickly. I believe I've already said this, but Final Orbit by Chris Hadfield was an amazing read and you should get it and take a read for it yourself. Chris, you've done a fantastic job with the book. It was very fun to read. Lots of surprises. Next one, strange one, Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. It's a little weird. It takes place in, it's Ireland, and I didn't really understand till I got farther into it that it was really talking about what had happened in the Magdalen Laundry, where there were kids forced to work, kind of slave labor, in a whole bunch of institutions. 10,000 being the modest figure, 30,000 probably more accurate. You'll see that at the back of the book. And so it's a work of fiction, not based on any individual or individuals, but it does take into account the historical institutions in the Irish state, and that received no apology from the government or the church, Catholic Church. So it is an interesting read. Kind of, you don't know what's going on for a little bit, but it's meaningful, I guess, is the word I would pick. It's pretty powerful when you realize what's actually being talked about. So I'll leave that for you to consider. It was shortlisted for the Booker Prize, so really good book, also part of Oprah's book club. This one, this guy, I enjoy Benjamin Stevens' writing. I read his other book, the Christmas one. This one, everyone on this train is a suspect. Well, it's really an interesting way he sets it up because there's a whole bunch of authors on a train in Australia on this trip. It's like a white writers conference with fans and whatnot. And of course, there's murders. And he's actually tracking this because it's going to be his next book, which turns out to be this book. If you follow that, that makes sense. And I enjoy his writing. I'm looking forward to grabbing another one of his soon. It's just fun, and he's always writing about himself and his own emotions and whatnot as he goes through the process. And of course, his girlfriend and almost engaged, maybe engaged, not engaged, hard to follow. But I hope you enjoyed if you get it. I think you will. And then this one, I'm not quite finished. This is one of those were what did Barry read? This one is what is Barry currently reading or reading now. The Violin Maker's Secret by Evie Woods. It's also, it's an interesting, inspiring read in many ways as you're following this path of this violin through the ages, through all sorts of years up to present day, that gets stolen and lost and stolen and recovered and missing and all those different things. Interesting characters as well. You kind of jump back and forth between decades and finding out the history of the violin as you go along. So it's well worth a read. I'm going a chapter at a time just so I can absorb it. But really fascinating, especially if you like violin or violin music. I think you'll enjoy that one too. Again, The Violin Maker's Secret. I do not have it with me because I listened to it as an audiobook, but I did listen to the audiobook of The Hail Mary Project. Also saw the movie twice. Enjoyed it that much. I would recommend both. Obviously, they couldn't put everything into the movie that's in the book, so I would recommend that you get the book as well. Doesn't matter if you see the movie first or not. Might want to read the book first. Well done in both. Ryan Gosling does an amazing job of the main character. I do hope you get it, or at least see the movie if you're not going to read the book or get the audiobook. But I laughed, I cried in both the movie and listening to the audiobook. I think you might too, if you're that kind of reader. So I do hope you pursue that. And lastly, just to promote myself, obviously I've read this because I wrote it, The Orb Stars of Tevarin, my fantasy novel that's now out on Amazon and other online distributors. If you haven't picked your copy up yet or ordered the ebook, please do so. This is a story that started 40 years ago, but is still relevant today, based on the premise, what happens when nations of a world lose their faith, lose their way, lose their moral compass, exchanging it for power and pride, commerce and comfort, the search for the kind of knowledge that allows them to turn fact into fiction and historical truth into myth and live within a false sense of neutrality. I know 40 years ago, I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Certainly relevant for today's world. This allegorical story of rebellion and revenge, redemption and rebirth, and all those things, kind of Lord of the Rings and Narnia mixed together. I do hope you'll pick up your copy off one of those online distributors and read it. And if you do, please leave a review. Let me know what you think. You can always email me as well at barrymfellingerauthor@gmail.com, or do it through my website and subscribe to my website, www.barrymfellingerauthor.com. I hope you will, and let me know what you think. Take care, everybody. That's what I have read, am reading, and I will tell you, I'm not sure what I'll read next, but I will let you know in the next episode of this. Thanks all. Take care. Bye.